Here's a recap of Sunday, December the 19th. We'll look at both the Calder results and our simulcast results, and then we'll take a look at how we did for the week and how we've done overall now through 30 days, and then a look ahead to the holiday week. So let's start off with how we did at Calder on Sunday, December the 19th. Because of all the rain on Saturday, all of the races came off the turf, which meant that my first selection in the third race, Drifting Away on the Turf, scratched out of the race. The race was run on the main track. My second selection was La Plebe in a sprint, but he scratched out and decided not to run today. So, by the time I got out there for the actual races, the next investment I had was in the sixth race, and I liked Smoking the Field whether the race was on or off the turf. He looked much the best to me as the only horse who had never run in non-winners of 2 lifetime competition, and he was much the best of everybody else. The front runner didn't come back to him, and he finished second at 7-5. My next selection was in Starter Allowance Company in race 7. I like Don Missel. Don Missel, as they hit into the stretch, it was a great stretch duel, and then
to the top of the stretch, BL's Noise, Don Missel. They've been together for a long way, and Don Missel's going to try BL's Noise once again. BL's Noise under left-handed urging. Don Missel trying to get to him from the outside. He's grinding away, and here he comes now. Don Missel wearing down BL's Noise, and 3 wins today for Paco Lopez. Don Missel won it.
You see that he was a handy winner, paid $3.40. However, I was really upset with myself because this should have been a bet of the day, perhaps a bet of the weekend. If you look at his past performances, do you notice anything here? Okay, the first thing that I missed was the fact that he was first off the claim for Nick Canany for a Powerful Barn Frank Calabrese. That's an automatic bet. That's over 34% winners. But what really got my attention, and I even heard this on the pre-race show and just didn't pay attention to it, was if you look 2 back in the races, you'll notice that Don Missel was claimed away from Frank Calabrese. You see that? And then he went up in price and they reclaimed him back. So not only do you have a first off the claim for Calabrese, but you've got a claim back. They must have really liked this horse. He came right back and won. I should have had more on him, but at least I had a winner. And then in the 8th race, it was my Calder selection of the day. I liked Sure Success. When I looked up at the board after I made my investment at the windows, I couldn't believe that I was getting close to 3-1. I thought I must have the number wrong, so I looked back in the past performances and no, I had the correct number. The crowd was just on a couple of other horses and made them the favorite instead of mine. I went right to the lead, and as they headed into the stretch, Sure Success was on the lead, and then
Sure Success, top of the lane. He leads it by 2.5. Aircraft Intercept, Bourbon Trail motoring home on the grandstand side. It's Sure Success bidding for his 2nd straight win. He's still clear. Sure Success now out to a 3-length lead. Dance Floor Maniac, Casino Gambler, Bourbon Trail, Aircraft Intercept for the Miners. Sure Success won it.
Paid $7.40. I got back nearly $60. That was awesome. So for the day at Calder, I was 2 for 3 and collected a handy $75. So now let's take a look at how we did on the simulcast selections yesterday. Before we look at Sunday's simulcast selections, let's take a look back at Saturday night. Saturday night, after I had made my video recap of the races on Saturday, I had an investment in the Grade 1 Cash Call Futurity. My selection was Common to the Top, and as they moved into the stretch,
Level Jeff is the leader at the half-mile marker. Just a half-length advantage on Comet to the Top in second. Industry leader runs out outside of Riveting Reason. Between horses goes hot. At the rail goes JP's Gusto. Then comes Gourmet Dinner. He's got a chance. Slammer Time is 7 from the front. Ronan Dax. Clubhouse Ride is the trailer, and Comet to the Top has made the lead. At the quarter-mile marker in the Futurity, Comet to the Top is suddenly 3.5 lengths in front, and Comet to the Top is running away at the top of the stretch. Riveting Reason has emerged into second, and to the outside goes Gourmet Dinner, but Comet to the Top is dominating past mid-stretch. He's running them right off their feet. Comet to the Top is 5.5 lengths in front. From the back of the pack, Clubhouse Ride has run into second, and JP's Gusto, Comet to the Top all the way to win.
Much the best. Made me a winner on the day for Saturday. So now let's take a look at what happened on Sunday. At Aqueduct, it started off with what should have been foreshadowing for the day when I ran second with the 2-5 favorite Wall to Worry. I then missed on 3 straight other races at Aqueduct, including my bet of the day, where Understatement was on the lead right where he should be, and when they got to mid-stretch, he just quit, finished 4th. At the Fairgrounds, I ran second, then I ran second, then I ran second, then I ran second, and finally finished 7th, so shut out at the Fairgrounds. At Hollywood Park, my first selection was scratched, my second selection was scratched, and then with all the rain, they canceled the rest of the race card, so I had no investments in Hollywood. So I was shut out with the simulcast investments. So it wasn't such a good day around the country, but still I had a good time being at Calder and seeing my best bet, sure success, win. And now let's take a look at how we did for the week and how we've done through 30 days. For the week of December 16th through 19th, I had 28 selections at Calder. I won 7 of them, which isn't the best of percentages, and I lost about $20 on $2 bets. Mike did a little bit better than I did. He continues to do well. He scored on 8 of 29 investments, but still, he lost close to $20 as well. So through 30 days at Calder, I am 74 winners out of 274 selections. And for the first time ever, I'm down on $2 bets. I'm down $11. However, my winning percentage is a pretty good 27%. I usually get around 28 to 30. Mike has bet on 232 selections. He has 55 winners, so still almost 20 ahead of him. He has lost $153, and again, not so good, Mike. Need to bring those statistics up, don't you think? His winning percentage is 23.7, so close to 24%, so he's not even getting a quarter of them right. For a guy that's getting paid to do this, you gotta wonder, Mike. And like I said, he's over $150 behind. So, not only am I 20 winners ahead, but in addition to that, I'm over $140 ahead. So still, even though I'm not winning at Calder, doing pretty well in comparison to the professional handicapper at Calder. Now let's take a look at how I'm doing on all of my betting selections. Through 30 days, I have had 210 races that I've invested my own money in. I've cashed on 79 of those races. That is a handsome 37.6% winners. That's an excellent percentage, if I do say so myself. I've invested $420 on $2 bets. I've got a return of $503.90, so I've made a profit of $83.90 on $2 bets. That's an ROI of $2.40. And as I've said before, if you can be $1.90 up to $2, you're outperforming 93% of the handicappers that you're betting against. So I would say I'm doing quite well. We've got one more week to go here where my challenge with Mike's going to go on. This is the holiday week, and because Christmas falls on Saturday, there will be no racing on Saturday. In fact, there will be no racing on Friday. But there will be a special holiday card on Wednesdays. This week we'll have 3 cards to handicap: Wednesday, Thursday, and then we'll come back on Sunday for our final selections before we wrap up our challenge between Mike Welsh of the Daily Racing Forum and myself, Mark Love. We'll be back after Tuesday's handicapping, and we'll see what we got going on for Wednesday.